morning, everyone. It is Friday and it's the end of February, the very end of this month, and finally the weather is starting to become a little bit warmer. It is -7 degrees outside now, and compared to how these 2 past months have been, -7 degrees is really warm, and I couldn't be happier. It's been 2 really rough winter months, so it feels really good that it's a little bit warmer now, and it's going to be a little bit warmer for some time to come. And hopefully this big thing from the roof is gonna fall off. Oh, there's the reindeers. Okay, I'm gonna let them eat in peace. That big thing has been hanging, I think, since December sometime. So hopefully it falls down now. It's been snowing a lot tonight as well, so I have to plow. But I'm not gonna do that now. I'm gonna go in and have some breakfast and a big cup of coffee. And then I'm gonna start taking care of the snow. It's good to see you all again. How are you doing today? What are you up to in your life? I'm not doing that much right now. This is another boring video that I saw that you enjoyed. So my cat, she's a little bit pissed off this morning because she didn't got the right gourmet food. She wanted tuna, but she got something else. This is also really nice cat food, Naelli. And this is gourmet cat food. Are you becoming a little brat, Naelli? I'm not gonna fall for that, you know? Doesn't matter how cuddly you are now, I'm not gonna give you other food because I don't have any other food. It's everything we have. It's such a hard life, I know. Not getting your favorite food. It's not that dark in the mornings anymore, but I still like to light some candles in the beginning of the day. Alright, it's time to make some coffee now. I've had some breakfast, and I just want to say that I was so happy to see some of the comments on my previous video. That some of you feel like drinking coffee with a friend when you watch my videos, because you also have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, and I often have a moment in every video that I create that I drink coffee. And I don't know, I was just so happy to hear that you can feel like you're having coffee with a friend when you are watching my videos, because that's like my wish, that you will feel like that, and that we have this kind of connection even if it is from afar, because I also feel that way when I speak to you right now. Even though I speak to a camera, I don't feel like I'm speaking to a camera. I feel like I'm speaking to like an ocean of smiling faces. I feel like I'm speaking to you. And so that's why it also feels like to me that when I'm making a cup of coffee or having some kind of drink, it feels like I share that moment with you. And yeah, I was just really happy to hear that some of you feel the same way. So I thought I wanted to make a little coffee chat moment now. An extra long coffee moment. And this winter I bought a new type of coffee maker. I bought it in Sollefteå on a coffee shop there called Café Smak. If you are ever in Sollefteå, you should visit that coffee shop. It's really cozy, and the guy who owns it, he's so passionate about coffee. Like he's a legend. This is the coffee maker that I bought. I guess some of you recognize it because it is an Italian coffee maker. I think you call it mocha coffee. And I had no idea about that before. I had never seen a coffee maker like this. Of course, they can look in different ways, but I thought it was so interesting because it was totally new to me. I mostly brew my coffee in like a coffee brewer, how to say. And this is, yeah, a mocha maker. And the coffee becomes something in between a normal brewed coffee and espresso. So it's a little bit luxury, it's a little bit more a taste to it. And I don't use this every morning. I only use it when I want to make it a little bit luxury. Here we go. Put this one in. Whoops, whoops. Maybe there's some Italians watching me doing this now and they're like, you do it wrong. If so, I'm sorry. I'm new to this. Let's put a little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. Put this one on. There's a beautiful fire in there, so I put it on the stove. Now we're gonna just wait for the water down here to kind of boil, so it pushes up in here. And it's so cozy to do the coffee on the stove. It just adds to the feeling to sit here by the fire and getting warm and know that the coffee is soon ready. And the sounds of the fire and the water boiling and my cat being annoyed. Yeah, what's wrong today, honey? Some days she really wants to go outside, especially days like this when it's warmer, and she can kind of feel that it's warmer outside, because when it's like -20, -30 outside, she never even tries to go outside. So I think she can feel how cold it is when she's by the windows. But days like this when it's like, and now I think it's even only -4 outside, then she really wants to go outside for a while. But it's still snow and winter, and she doesn't like that. So sometimes she just takes out her frustration on me. She wants it to be spring. So sometimes I let her out, and then she's like, I didn't like this. So she goes in again, but then she want to try again to see if it has changed, but it's the same, it's still winter, and then she goes inside. And then she kind of just have a couple of hours where she doesn't really know what she wants. I can't help you. No. You little weirdo. Oops. Now it's happening. Alright, I'm gonna let you out a fourth time. You sure you want this? Come there. It's still winter. Coffee is ready. Let's sit down and have a little coffee together. This beautiful Friday. Outside it looks like a winter wonderland. Alright, we're in the couch. My favorite spot in the house. I usually start every morning in the couch before the day really starts. I sit here and drink my coffee, and I often, or every day, I write in my calendar, planning a little bit what I'm gonna do, just having a slow start on the day, and I love that. I love the days when I work from home. Hopefully you also have something to drink, whatever it is. Cheers. Oops. So today it's Friday, and I'm gonna spend this weekend just at home. Hopefully I'm gonna start a little bit with painting. Making paintings, not painting walls, thankfully. Because for the summer, I really want to make a new exhibition in our store. Since summer is our high season, I really want to create a new world in there with some new art. Yeah, usually this time of the year, in the midst of winter before the spring comes, that's when I get more inspiration to paint, because it's a pretty calm time of the year. It's also the time of the year when I struggle the most. And if you have been on this channel, you know that March is like a month where I usually don't feel that good. And it has been like that my whole life. It's like a mix of spring and winter, and that's what we call this time of the year that comes now. We call it vår-vinter, which means spring, winter. And for many people that lives here, that is the time that they enjoy the very most of the year, because it's a perfect time to be outside, because it's not as cold anymore. When it is -25, it's not a good time to go out skiing or going out on snowmobile or fishing. But in March, it gets warmer outside and it's bright, the sun is shining, and it's perfect weather to go out and ski and enjoy being out in nature again. So I can absolutely feel that as well. Like, it's nice to be outside again. But I struggle a lot with I don't feel good inside my body. I struggle with mental health during March. I lose my motivation. I also don't really feel like myself anymore. I don't know. I have this weird time where I feel so tired. But I honestly think it's very simple, because I feel what it is. Inside of me, I can't really enjoy the sun in March because it's snow everywhere, and it reflects on the snow, and it gets this white, cold light that it feels like it's screaming on me. So I often get a little bit of problems with migraines because of the light. And also, it's been winter for a long time when it's March, and I start to feel like the reserves from summer, from the past summer, is gone. I feel empty of energy, and the only thing I long for is to feel my bare feet on the earth, to feel the smell of plants, of life, of touching on the earth, on the ground. I miss life. I feel like I'm slowly dying in a way. I would describe it as if you're climbing Mount Everest and you are too long at the death zone, then you're gonna die. And I feel like if I'm too long in a winter, I'm gonna die. So in March, when it has been winter since October, I would say, October, November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, it's been half a year with winter, and I'm not made for that. You might think that since I have chosen to live here with these weather conditions and these long winter, that I would love it, but no, that part is hard. I struggle with the long winters every year. I think for me, the winter is 2 months too long. But that's why I have definitely plans to travel a bit more in the winters, and just to help my body a little bit, especially at the end of winter when I need something else. So now it's the very end of February. It's just 1 day left of this month, and we're heading into this harder time of the year, the month of March. So I am already now kind of preparing myself a little bit, because I have already started to feel the energy drain. I start to feel just a little bit empty inside, like my motivation goes down. But I have decided now to not let my motivation control anything. If I don't feel like going out, or I don't feel to exercise, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna push myself, and I think that's the only way to keep the energy up, actually. If I fall for this empty, unmotivated, depressed feeling that easily awakes in me, then I'm gonna go down this hole and it's not gonna be a very pleasant month. So I'm very excited to kinda have another approach. This March is gonna be good. But there's also so many good things about this time of the year, and that is that it's this kind of in-between time. There's not much happening since it's still winter, but Christmas is over. It's still pretty long until the real spring comes. But right now there's like nothing happening really. It's a very calm time. And that calmness, that peace is wonderful if you want to be creative. At least for me, I need empty calendars to be able to reach my heart and my soul and to be able to create something, deeper, or how to say. So that's why I plan to start painting now, because it's the perfect time. I'm just still in this mode where I try to see what needs to come through. But I'm very excited for it. It feels so extra special to paint now, because I know that at least some of these paintings I make will be shown to a lot of people now when we have this physical store. Back in the days when I painted, I painted and then maybe filmed a little bit, but then maybe I never really showed the paintings, or they were only shown like digitally on a photo on a web shop or whatever. But now I get to hang them on real physical walls, and people will be able to come into this little world that I create, and it feels so inspiring. So it's like a whole other dimension to creating art nowadays, because I get to show it in reality, and that's just another level, I think. I know that you can reach into someone's heart by showing something online, because that's what I've done all these years, and that's what our world are made of a lot nowadays, and that is so beautiful. But the reality of meeting in person or seeing something with your own eyes and be able to touch something, or that is still top. So even though having this store now can also be some pressure, definitely it has its pros and cons, but something that I really like with it is that it inspires me a lot to create, because I really get to create this real world where people can step in and see and feel and connect with the things that I create in a whole other way. I'm talking so much. It's always so interesting, because sometimes when I start to film, I feel like I have nothing to say, but then when I open up the camera, it's just like pouring out. I remember it was like that as well when I had a blog back in the days. That's how I started, by having a blog where I actually wrote blog posts every day. Sorry, that's my fire alarm. It's out of battery. Sometimes I felt like I need to make a blog post now, but I have nothing to say. But once I sat down with this blank document on the laptop, it was like opening a door, and suddenly I have written several pages. Sometimes we just need to start to do something. That's the thing I want to say with this, that if we just get stuck in thinking that we should do something, we might never do it, because we don't feel the motivation, or we don't feel the inspiration, and we feel like we have nothing to share. But once we start anyway, if you start, just do it. Like whatever it is you want to do. If you want to write something, or paint something, or build something, or I don't know, whatever it is, just ignore your thoughts, because they're gonna keep you from doing it. Just sit down and do it anyway, and you're gonna see that eventually something opens up and things will come from another part of you. And that is beautiful. Oh my gosh, what a cozy coffee chat we're having, right? I love this. Cheers. Alright, I'm not gonna procrastinate this any longer. Let's go out and plow some snow. Oh, I get help from my neighbor. This is gonna make things easier. Thank you, Thomas. That was really nice of you. Because the hard part now when it's so much snow at the end of the winter is that this quad is not strong enough to push it away when it's already so much snow, if you know what I mean. The piles at the edges are so high. But now he pushed away like the front over there so I can just come with more snow. It's hard to explain, but that was really nice. Nice to have kind neighbors. Getting some tiny spring vibes, I have to admit that. Because when it gets warmer outside, it gets more wet. And when it gets wet, you can start to smell. You can smell maybe a little bit of the trees. Just some kind of organic material. And I like that. So I have been plowing everything now. And now I'm just doing the hand shoveling. I'm gonna do in front of the house now. I took a chair out the other day just to sit in the sun for a while. And you can see how much snow has come. I'm so warm now, but all the shoveling and the plowing is done, and that feels really good. Now I really hope that this big pile of snow from the roof is gonna fall down soon, because it's really heavy on the roof right now. It's nice being outside. It's like so strange to feel this warmth. I guess for some of you, you think I'm crazy for saying that it's warm right now, like it's winter, but compared to how it was, this feels like Spain. I am out here in my beautiful, beautiful garden. I just felt this strange urge to take these canvases out in the snow, and I also brought some ashes and charcoal from my stoves to hopefully have it create some interesting patterns onto the canvas. As you maybe know, I have experimented a lot with natural pigments, earth pigments, and painted a lot with ashes And this is just a new way of combining water, the snow, with this, just to see how it looks like and if it can be some kind of base for painting. I think I might have to wash my jacket after this. But I realized that the snow will have to melt onto the ashes and the coal for it to make any pattern. Otherwise it just freezes. But that's good because we are going to have a couple of warmer days now. So if the sun hits this spot, I think it can melt onto the canvas. I hope so. It's a little experiment. I think I'm gonna just add just a little bit more snow onto them to be sure. I think we're done here. One canvas is here and one is over there. Beautiful, beautiful evening. Before it gets dark now, I'm just gonna go and get some wood so I have the whole evening. And have some jewelry as well that my co-worker Adrian left here. I was going to hang in the mother tree during the weekend. I'm glad we can do it that way, that he can deliver them here, so I don't have to go to Celeste every day and pick up jewelry. Let's get some wood. There we go. It smells so good here now. It smells of the pine tree, or the fir tree, maybe you say. Because it's been wet today, the smells come up. It's so wonderful. Oh. So it's getting dark outside now, and it's so cozy to come inside and light up some candles and, you know, prepare for the weekend. I'm just gonna be home, so it's gonna be a lovely, calm weekend. I decided that I wanted to answer some questions about my cat in this video. I've thought about it a couple of times now, because I have seen in all my previous videos a lot of questions and comments about my cat Naelli. And by the way, her name is spelled like this, Naelli. I heard that it meant I love you in a Native American language. I don't remember what language, and I don't know if that is true, but I thought that was really beautiful. So the comments I've seen is some people are worrying about her when it's cold, like if she's suffering here in the house. Yeah, some people are wondering what she's doing when I'm not at home, and some people have even shared that they are a bit annoyed that I share more about her now than I did before when Nanok was alive. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about her and hopefully answer some of your questions and concerns. So I got Naelli the 1st of May 2014. She's turning 12 years old now. I remember back then I had a lot of problem with mice in my house and someone told me the advice that I should get a cat. And I was like, yeah, maybe I should. I mean, I have a dog, and maybe I should get a cat as well, since I live here on the countryside. I contacted Frida, the farmer, my co-worker Adrian's partner. They have a farm 15 kilometers from here. Frida's mother had kittens, and those cats are like typical farm cats, you know. They are a little bit wild and live on their own a lot and are great hunters, so I thought that would be perfect. So I got Naelli, and first I was told that it was a boy, and then later, like a week later, I found out that it was actually a girl. Or maybe, do you say girl? It was a female, I mean. And she was the cutest kitten ever. I remember she was waking me up in the mornings by putting her little paws on my eyelids. It was like she was interested in my eye movement under the lids, and she was quite a wild one from the beginning. She wanted to be outside a lot, and like the first walk I had together with Nanok when she came, she followed along, and she continued doing that all the time. And she fell in love with Nanok as well. She felt a lot of comfort in him, and my mice problems totally disappeared. So she was a great hunter. Already from the beginning, she was quite uninterested in humans. I mean, she could be cuddly in the evenings, maybe lay close to me, but she was not that interested. She loved to be outside and do her thing, and yeah, in the summers she's basically outside all the time. She comes in and eat, and then she goes out, and that's how she has always been. She's a typical farm cat, I would say, and that has fitted me perfectly. So throughout the years, she has not really been seeking so much connection with humans, really. She's very skeptical to new persons coming into the house. She just hides and goes away. Yeah, she has a lot of integrity. But that has changed a little bit the older she gets. I would say when she turned 10 years old, I started feeling that she was more cuddly. She wanted to be around more. Well, she has always liked to be around, but with her space. She always followed outside, and she's around a lot, but not maybe that close, or how to say. So yeah, she has not been that interested in human connection, only on her terms when she feels like it. But she loved one being over everything else, and that was Nanok. She loved Nanok from the first moment she saw him. And she always followed on the walks outside. And I thought that was because she wanted to follow me or the pack. But when Nanok passed away, she completely stopped following on walks. So I realized afterwards that the reason she followed on the walks every day was because she followed Nanok. And she also loved to cuddle with Nanok. She always came close to him. Like, she was much more interested in Nanok than in me, for example. And that's really cute. So she really, really loved Nanok, and she grieved. I could really see her grieving when he passed. She slept on his bed a lot of the nights, and it was so sad to see that. She had never slept on his bed before, but when he passed, she slept there. So for both me and Naelli, Nanok was like our number one. Nanok was our person, I have to say. Because for me also, Nanok was like everything. He was with me in everything I did. He was so close to me in a way. In a different way than Naelli. Naelli has always been a loved family member as well, but in a different way. She hasn't been that close. But obviously that has changed a lot. From the moment I moved back to the house and it was only me and Naelli, she has been so kind to me, like so loving, and she's been seeking my attention so much, and she has been so cuddly and wanted to be close. And I even captured that one of the first times when I like got a bit shocked because I remember I was filming here when I was sitting under the mother tree in the garden in the autumn when I had just moved to the house, and she was coming to me, and then she was like laying in my lap, and I was telling you how beautiful that felt, that she wanted to be so close to me, and it just felt like she truly wanted to be with me. And since then we have been so much closer than we ever been before. It feels like she's around me all the time, and she is seeking closeness with me. When I'm in the couch, when I'm sleeping, she's so close to me. In the night sometimes she crawls up and sleep on my chest, and that is like the coziest thing I know. It just feels like she takes care of me and she comforts me, and I think I can bring a lot of comfort to her as well. I think we need each other. It's like we only have each other now, so obviously we need each other more. So in the midst of this grief and sadness with losing Nanok, we got closer to each other, and that is so beautiful. So yeah, that's the reason that she's more in my videos now. We are simply more connected with each other now. We are talking with each other. We are like, yeah, we are much more close. And then I've seen a lot of questions about how she is managing the cold house in the winters and like how she keep warm. And first of all, yeah, my house is cold. When it's really cold outside, it's very cold in here, but it's not like freezing. It's just that it's too cold to be a comfortable temperature inside, and that's because especially the floors in the house are very uninsulated. I would basically need to lift up all the floors downstairs and insulate them again because it's totally broken underneath. Yeah, when it's really cold outside, like -20, -30, it's very hard to keep this house really warm. But she always has places to go to keep warm. I always have radiators on upstairs, like in the bathroom and in the bedroom, so she can always cuddle up close to a radiator. Sometimes she does that. She finds her places to cuddle up and keep warm. One of the rooms in here, I have this, in Sweden we call it luftvärmepump. It's a air pump heater. I don't know what it's called in English, but it turns cold air from the outside into hot air and it blows it out. And that's like, I would say, the base heating system that I have in here, and that works really fine when it's like not that cold. When it's like now, when it's like 3- degrees outside, it works really good and keep like a really nice base temperature. And I also have fires in the stove. Now that room is filled with furniture and boxes that I haven't unpacked, that I will do eventually. So I have this big sofa standing right underneath it. And this whole winter, she has spent so much time lying on that couch right under this heat air that comes out. And she looks so funny. You don't have to worry. She always have cozy, warm places. It's mostly me who wear cold, I think, because, you know, I can't just cuddle up by a radiator all day. And the days when I'm not at home, she is home alone. And she seems to be very fine with that. She's, as I said, a very independent cat. Can you say that? I've never seen that she seemed to be bothered by being alone during the day. And in the summer, so when it's like spring and autumn, she's often outside. So I have no problems with that. But if I go away for many days, then my mom and dad helps me with her and take care of her. If you have any more questions about her, just write a comment and I will happily answer. But I hope at least this answers some of your questions. Now, what time is it now? Ooh, I gotta go. So my brother Isaac and his wife Hannah and their kids are here in the village now. They have a summer house here. Yeah, they are gonna eat dinner at my parents' house tonight, and I was invited also, so I'm gonna go there and eat now. That's really nice. And then I'm gonna go home again and continue with some stuff. But it's nice to see them now when they are here. Let's take the sled. Woo! Hello, hello!
Hello, hello.
How cozy!
Allt annat än västern.
Getting your Red Dead Redemption vibes. Here he comes. The little boy that was once a little baby. This is my nephew.
Oh, tjena.
Oops. Hello. He's so much taller than me now. Oh. You're crazy.
Ja. Kullen mellan Storsjön och Fagerstrand. Jag är upp för den.
Jag pissade bara alla backar varje kväll.
Okej.
Och pissar de ju inte ofta.
Son.
Älskar Bäst i test. Det är mitt
Nej men
favoritprogram.
gud, det sämsta tänkbara. Ja, men det blev så.
Ja, det var roligt.
Nu kör jag med där.
Ja, det är ju bara ni två som kan göra det.
Är du så fin?
Mother tree. You're gonna follow? Yes. Okay, good. Good morning, everyone. What an incredibly beautiful day. I'm just like a bit blown away. It's so sunny and it's so still and it's so warm outside. And the kitty's here. I'm sitting under the mother tree right now. I brought some coffee. Let's have a little coffee date before I end this video. There's a lot of snowmobiles out on the lake today. This is one of these days when people are so happy and just want to get outside and get some sun. And I actually took out my skis because I just had a feeling that maybe I should go out skiing a little bit today. I'm not a good skier, but it's something I want to be better at because it's such a wonderful feeling to take the skis on, especially like in the end of the winter and especially in the sunset time, and it comes fog over the lake or over the ice, and it's just this beautiful magical feeling. So I would love to do more of that. So maybe I will go skiing this afternoon. But before I do that, I'm just gonna collect all the video files that I've recorded and transcode them, because my computer is getting really old and slow and it can't really handle the camera files so well anymore. So it's just like this huge project. Every time I'm gonna make a new video, it takes like a whole working day just to transcode the files so that my computer doesn't crash. And since I'm hoping to have this video ready for Monday or maybe Tuesday, it depends, then I thought I'll have to start today. So I'm not gonna film so much more today. I just wanted to have a little morning chat with you. So cheers everyone. Tomorrow the first month of spring starts. But even though it doesn't always really feel like spring, but it is definitely a big milestone. Oh, I feel like I can breathe. Whoops. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a lot of snow falling from the trees right now because the sun is so strong. It's so warm in the sun, so it's melting all the snow on the trees. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna start the day now, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here on this channel, for hanging out with me this weekend, or this Friday maybe. It wasn't much of the Saturday, but thank you so much, and thank you for your sweet, beautiful comments. I will be back with a new video soon again. Take care of yourself. I'm sending you so much love. Bye bye.